Welcome to the Supplier Spotlight interview, brought to you by Universal Unilink. In each episode, we dive into insightful conversations with our top suppliers to uncover the expertise and innovations that drive your business forward. Let's get started.
We're so excited to have Glen Jusczyk and Katherine Carpenter from Global Sourcing Group with us today. Global Sourcing Group is a powerhouse in custom sourcing and apparel, and it helps distributors bring some big ideas to life through innovation and high quality products. And we've got some really exciting ground to cover. So, Glen and Katherine, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
Well, I think as most of our members would guess from the name of the company, you guys specialize in sourcing products for distributors. Let's talk a little bit about how that works.
Sure. Yeah, so the order process, we keep it pretty simple. We're involved hands-on, start to finish, so logistics to manufacturing, quality control on the ground. Each order is custom, so our customers will come to us looking for particular goods, or they might have an event and they need ideas for some goods for that event. And we contact our manufacturers overseas. We get them a quote DDP pricing, which means everything is included. That includes tariff, fees, shipping, all of those costs. We get it produced and then we ship it directly to their door.
So I'm hearing customization is a big part of what you do. So people should go to GSG if they want something that's a little bit different or unusual. Is that the case?
Yeah, we work on very custom products and we work from the raw material. So say, fabric to glass to metal to PVC, we will shape it, design it, logo it to your specifications. And if you have a client that needs help with the specifications, we have in-house engineering and in-house art and graphics. So we can make as many virtuals as you'd like, and then we can work all the way up to a spec sample if needed, and you'll see the whole project every step of the way, as Katie said, so that if we make progress, you see the progress.
Well, that's great. So it sounds like you're doing all different types of hard goods as well as apparel. What are some case studies or some different clients that you've really hit a home run with that you could tell us about?
So we had a distributor up in the New England area that had a race, and they actually worked with us directly. My daughter passed away from pediatric cancer June of 2023, and did a 5K up here. And we actually, the shirt I'm wearing here, the Malia tee, we sourced the fabric that Malia would have been proud of, and they put it in the race for over 2,000 participants. It's a tie-dye that's made out of spandex, polyester, and rayon. And usually, how tie-dye, we said the tie-dye, and they were like, oh, we don't want the scratchy cotton. So we worked with our factories, and it's almost a sublimated tie-dye where the print and the tie-dye is ingrained into those soft materials. We haven't seen anything like it, and neither had they. So very impressed. They look forward to doing it every single year with us, and it's just we try to find different materials that and different items that aren't normally in the industry. We like to be unique. We're a small company, family-owned company, and we try to. We're a little over the top, Katie. You think with our quality control and our specifications and our ability to think outside the box. So I think that sets us apart. And we like to work hands-on from start to finish and actually participate in the events and as much as we can. And a big thing too is, for me and for Katie, Mike, my business partner, Katie's his daughter, they're like family. So we donate back to For Kids Sake Foundation in Malia's honor, her memory, her legacy, a portion of the proceeds to try to battle these awful diseases for these kids, all pediatric cancers. So that's very important to us, and it's very important to me, obviously, because it's hit home. So I'm proud of our company, as like I was proud of, still
Right.
am proud of my.
Well, I think that's great that this tragedy was something that compelled you to do something that was good and would keep her memory going. And just tell us a little bit about, I think you have a line of products with Malia's name attached to it. Tell us a little bit about how that works.
Yeah, we all sat down, my wife and I, and Mike and Antoinette and Katie, both our families, and said, why don't we make some items, some fabrics, some products that Malia would be proud of. She loved soccer. She loved fashion. So we've come up with them in the Malia line so far. The Malia tee, which is this super soft fabric that we hand out samples at all the shows, the
Right.
ASI, so people can feel it. And feedback has been great. In addition, the hoodie line, so we have the super soft hoodie and other functional athletic hoodies that Malia would have loved to wear to sports, but also to treatments where she was treated throughout the country that she could have been comfortable in, and for the lack of a better word, she was tortured at. So something that she could be very comfortable in. Then we've also, at this point, we have the Malia hat, which is, wearing here. It's got the taping inside. It's got the, tag. It's fully custom. Like we say, when it's fully custom, it's you can do anything you want to these products. We also have the Malia cone, which is a soccer specific cone, and Malia vests and Malia ball bag and soccer balls. So we do have a stock line of items, but we want people to know that, hey, here's the quality of this item. Now let's make it yours with Malia's
Right.
within it. And we've vetted, we've worked with these factories. My business partner Mike, he lives in China and Asia half the year in our offices over there. So we do have American feet on the ground in China on a regular basis. We have full-time staff there, so it's not just like we're here talking to these factories. We are in the factories, watching your product be made to make sure there's no issues.
I can attest. You guys were kind enough to send us some samples of apparel, including hats and tees and things like that. And the thing here in the office, we see a lot of promo items come through the doors. But I have to tell everybody that's watching this, the quality of the products was just incredible. Like Glenn was saying, the feel of the T-shirt was very, very high end. The embroidery on the hats, I have to say I have not seen that level of detail in embroidery very often. But everything about the products is just very top notch and high quality. So as
Thank
you
you.
said, I
Yeah,
think
thank you.
Malia would be proud of the quality aspect of the products that are going out.
I think uh, I think our Malia apparel line is a really good test to our quality, like you were saying, because we're not gonna put something out there with Malia's name on it that isn't a really great product that we believe that people are gonna not only want to use but get a lot of use out of. Not only that, but it shows to the customization that we're able to do with our overseas manufacturers. Like Glenn was saying, that hat has got the inside tape and the tag, and that's all custom and it's all included in the price of the product. So we're really pleased with what we've created, and we're really happy to be able to make the donation as well. So the
Oh,
more that we
that's
add to the
fantastic.
line, the more that we hope to donate, which ultimately is the goal, to spread awareness and to help the kids currently fighting it.
I think that's great. So when people hear the words custom and overseas, they're thinking long turnaround times. Walk us through what a timeline would look like if somebody wanted to come to you, get some ideas, maybe come up with some product ideas, and then how long does all of this take?
Go for it, Katie.
So for the overseas, it definitely is not as quick as domestic. We can't offer rushed services for the full custom goods. I will say there are stock items that you can do a full color logo. Now it looks full custom, and if you know exactly what you're looking for, we can get those kinds of orders here in 2 or 3 weeks via air. So it really
Wow.
does depend on the kind of good, the kind of project. Our teas, they take much longer than that. We're looking at a few months for turnaround time. But that's why we always encourage people, if you have a project, if you have a need, reach out. We'll let you know if it's something that we can help you with. If we're going to be competitive for the price, if we're going to be able to meet your in-hands date, we're going to be very upfront about all of that. So we just encourage to come to us with all sorts of unique projects.
That sounds great. So GSG is basically going to be your consultant partner and helping you come up with the concept as well as deliver the goods.
That's right. That's right. We like to say we become our customers' one-stop shop for all branded goods, but that also includes the process, getting it started to getting it in your hands. We're really a one-stop shop for it all.
So we talked a little bit about apparel, and let's talk about hard goods. What type of items can you come up with custom solutions that are, in other categories?
I mean, like Glenn was saying, literally anything. We work with manufacturers who deal in different materials. So, PVCs, plastics, metals, woods. And I mean, you'd just be amazed with what they can create. It's literally just about anything. Sometimes you'll need a custom mold depending on the project, but oftentimes there's one already out there that you can just alter a little bit to make it what you need. So.
Yeah, some projects that are currently going on, without giving too much detail, for the distributors, working on spirits, bottles, the actual bottles for spirits from a high-end class that has to, pass a lot of testing, food and beverage testing and everything. So we have labs that we have testing overseas, and then they get tested in the country that sources it. And Katie's working on a project now of a game that's an outdoor game that has many different pieces. So we have to include multiple factories, from rubber to plastic to netting to fabric it has to be engineered so it can have enough flex so it doesn't break during. So there's a lot of detail, and there's a lot of samples back and forth, and a lot of schematics, and a lot of engineering. But that's to bring it to market. We want to make sure it's where it needs to be before we send a final product. So there is a lot of shipping back and forth, but we enjoy those projects that are a little out of the box, a little different, that we can partner with a distributor, get to the customer, and then when we see it, mainstream, it's pretty exciting to be part of that.
I think it is fantastic to be part of bringing something completely new to market and having a happy customer at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah, one of the things I love about your website, it's going to be a little bit different. Most of our distributor members are used to folks going to a website and here's all the products that this particular supplier has. But what you do is say, here's some different case studies, some different projects that we've worked on. But it says right on the page, this is not necessarily limiting. This is not just limiting these type of items to what we can deliver.
Right.
So I think folks should head over to the website to get an idea of just the breadth of different projects you've worked on.
Yeah, I think our projects page is probably the best page on the website. It's pretty cool. as you can see, it's so many different categories of goods, so many different kinds of customers in various industries. So it really showcases our capabilities, and yeah, I think it's a great place to look for ideas as well. You know, if you've got projects coming up and you're not totally sure your needs, we've probably done something in the past that would be suitable. So.
Okay. Well, that's great. So what type of end users you're dealing with? It sounds like you've done different athletic events and things like that. What's uh, what's a dream end user customer that you love to work with?
I would say it's anyone who has a need for, you know, decorated apparel, private label apparel, promotional products in larger quantities. We do a lot of work with customers or distributors who do work with customers who host events, maybe not just races, but they'll put on events where they need t-shirts and 10 different promotional products. So we can get them some really great high quality products and save them a lot of money by bringing it overseas all at once. So I would say pretty much across any industry, if there's a need for larger quantity orders or, you know, full custom projects, that's who we're looking for. Really, that's who we can help the most.
Okay. Well, that's great to know. Well, if somebody wanted to get started with working with GSG, what's the best way to do it? They've got a project in mind. They want to get started tomorrow. What's the next
Um,
step?
I would say email us all the details that you can, as many pictures as you can. Picture examples are very helpful when communicating with our factories and explaining what exactly it is you're looking for. So if you can send us as many details as possible over email, we'll respond with any questions that we have, any other information we may need to get started, and then we get started on the quote right away. So pretty smooth
Okay.
process.
Well, I think it's it's a wonderful the many opportunities that you're presenting here, especially for something that's completely new and different and nobody's seen before. So if you can't find what you're looking for, I think it's time to give Global Sourcing Group a call and get their team working on helping you come up with something brand new and unique. So as we are getting ready to close out this little chat we have here, anything else that you'd like to tell our members about Global Sourcing Group that we haven't covered yet?
We are excited to work with We Promo members, and Katie will be your go-to contact. So you know you won't have any turnover. You always have one point of contact, Katie and myself and Mike included to for every project that you have in need. So there won't be a bunch of reps or some satellite call or some. You will hear from us. Who you see on this, you will get. So we're small enough to care to make sure that we work with customers directly.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for the time you spent today, and I hope our members consider Global Sourcing Group.
Thank you.